These straight layered miracle knot braids have me feeling like an early 2000s video vixen, and I am so here for it. If you want to see how I got this look with no knots, then let's get into it. Now we're starting with my hair pre-sectioned and braided. These braids are a little old, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like a super fresh braided look. I like a little texture to my braids. I wanted to give Zoe Kravitz lived in tea, okay? So I have my hair sectioned into 61 braids. I have 16 on this side, 16 on this side, and 29 in the back. I would say my parts are medium-esque-ish, you know, if you will. But part your hair however you want. You can do scalloped parts, square parts, heart parts, baby, have a ball. But I sectioned everything out and braided my hair down about halfway. They sent me 5 packs of their body wave feather crochet hair. It is so soft and supple, and I love the packaging. It comes with a little crochet needle in every pack, so I ended up with like 5 crochet needles. I'm not mad at it. I can give them to my homegirls. But the hair is just really, really silky and pretty straight out of the pack. This is what it looks like after I washed it and let it air dry. The wave is really nice and soft. If you wanted to go for like a body wave look, it definitely does still have some texture after you wash it. But this is also a really good starting point if you want to wear your hair straight. So we got some options, okay? The only product I really use for this style is my Lock and Twist gel. When I braided my hair, I added in some rosemary oil, some castor oil, and I used some leave-in conditioner. I will link the video to the full tutorial of me actually braiding my hair to prep it, as well as all the products I use down below. But today we're gonna start in the back of my head in the first row. I'm grabbing one of my pre-braided sections and kind of unbraiding it a little bit so I can get the 3 strands placed in my hands in like a comfortable way. And then we're gonna just start to add in the hair. The good thing is that because it's feather crochet hair, you don't have to know how to knotless braid. You literally can add it in any kind of way, child. No one's gonna be able to tell, and if they can, they are way too close. So I added in my first piece, braided until I ended up back in that same position, and then I added in a second piece. Now we've added in our 2 sections, which is 4 pieces of hair, and one of the sections has 2 pieces in it. So keep that in mind, because once we braid down about 1/2 inch, we're gonna take that extra piece out, and this is gonna give us our boho curl. We're just gonna clip her out the way, add a little bit more of that Lock and Twist gel, and keep braiding right on past her, okay? I wanted this style to be really full in the back and not so fluffy on top, just because I'm going for a sleeker look. So I added an extra piece, braided down a little bit, and then I took out the first strand, braided a little bit more, and took out the second strand. So now we have 3 boho pieces on this braid. And when you're taking your boho curls out of the braid, you wanna make sure that you're not pulling out your natural hair, just so you don't have to worry about blending or anything like that. Keep your natural hair tucked into the base braid and just pull out the extensions for the boho pieces. And once you braid it past your natural hair, I'm gonna add a knot to close it out. I didn't wanna go for glue. I want this to be really, really easy on my hair. So I'm grabbing like 3 to 5 strands of hair, creating a loop around the base of the braid, pulling that strand through, and doing this another 2 times for a total of 3 knots to close it out. And if you want a little extra security, you can split that in half. So now you have 1 to 2 strands and do another 3 knots. And this ain't going nowhere, trust me. So now we have our braid and our 3 boho pieces, and it looks really nice and sleek. It's still a little wavy, but we're gonna get into the styling later. Now, like I said, I want it to be nice and full, so I'm going in and adding an extra boho piece to the base. I'm just putting my crochet needle through the roots, grabbing that feather crochet center piece, pulling it back through, and then grabbing both pieces and pulling it through the hole. Sometimes I like to just pull one and create a knot, but for this knotless look, I want it to be really easy to take down, so I just pull both pieces through, and this makes it so much easier to take down. And that's our final braid. As you can see, she is nice and full from root to tip. And at this very moment, I knew this style was about to eat. I started licking my fingers. I said, yes, we're about to do something here. So I went ahead and finished the back, made it super full. And for the front, we're gonna tweak it just a little bit. I'm grabbing my braid, adding in my first 2 curls so I can get my first boho curl. Continuing to braid down, adding in another piece so we can get our 3 boho curls. But I'm not gonna crochet any hair into the root in the front. Again, I don't want it to look like super duper boho in the front. I was going for more of a sleek vibe. So crocheting the hair into the roots in the back gave me the look without it being like messy. I don't know how to explain it, but I wanted it to be boho but not too boho. So not adding the curls and the roots in the front kind of helped to give me that look that I wanted. And I have lots of layers in my hair. So for the front where it's really short, I only added in 2 pieces and ended up with 1 boho curl. So I added in my first piece, braid until I get back to that position, add in another piece, braid a little bit more, take out my little boho curl, then I just kept braiding and then did my little knot at the end. And in the back, it really doesn't matter, but for the front, I try to make sure that the braids are kind of symmetrical. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure they're around about the same. I know we're going for sisters, not twins, but we do not want a distant cousin, okay? And now for the styling. I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair out from the crown of my head to just behind my ear, and we're gonna focus our layers in this section. So I'm opening and closing my scissors, sliding them down at a 45-degree angle to get layers, and you wanna make sure that your hair is laying flat, because if it's out of place when you cut it, then when you brush it, it's gonna move, and it kept happening to me. So you have to be really careful cutting this style. And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm starting my layers at about my chin and trying to make it like a nice slopey 45-degree angle on both sides. And you want to take your time. You don't want to try to cut it all at one time because it'll be super choppy. Just kind of slide down until you get it perfect, taking away a little bit at a time, because once it's gone, girl, it's not growing back, okay? So ease up and slow down, friend. So the left side has no layers and it looks really heavy. It's still cute, but it's not the vibe, okay? The right side, we've added our layers. It looks nice and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and try to match the other side to this side, and then we can come back for the styling. First things first, I'm gonna go in with my Cream of Nature styling mousse just to kind of lay down the base of my braids, because I really wanted to have like that doobie wrap, super flat look. So I'm adding my foaming lotion and putting a scarf on top before we can actually get into styling the curly hair at the ends. Now for that, I'm gonna go in with this Living Proof Leave-In Conditioning Spray. It has a little bit of a heat protectant in it, and even though this is not quite our hair, okay, I don't wanna tear it up. I don't want her to have split ends. I wanna be able to reuse her. So I'm applying this to my braids and the hair because I'm about to straighten it all, and girl, I was not real particular when doing it. So make sure you hit your natural hair with a little bit of this heat protectant too, because I'm gonna go in with these flat irons. First, I like to brush each section out starting from the ends. I'm taking like 1 inch to 2 inch sections, not too big, not too small. You're not doing a silk press, girl, but you want to be able to get all the hair nice and straight. So I'm going in with my 1 inch Fabulous flat iron. I wish I had a 2 inch for this, girl, because it took me forever. I'm using my 1 inch Fabulous flat iron on about 400 degrees and straightening her to smithereens, okay? I'm giving her the best that I got. Now, granted, it didn't end up like bone straight, but she got really, really straight. If I would have took my time and went piece by piece, it would have been better, but by this point, girl, I was ready to go. But chasing my brush with the flat iron kind of helped me to get those extra kinks and curls out. Now, once I had her relatively straight, I went in and grabbed some of the smaller pieces and got those really straightened down to the root. And then I went in with my 1 1/4 inch curling iron. I think this is a Conair Infinity Pro. I will link these down below as well. But I went in with that and added a little bump to the end, the little James Brown tuck. You know what I mean? I added that, and that really just set it off, okay? That was the cherry on the cake. I don't know. I can't quite describe it, okay? But it really did something. And again, I'm not quite curling it. I'm just kind of pulling the curling iron through to give it a nice bend at the bottom. And this is the finished look. It came out perfect. I have been dreaming of these braids since watching Moesha, okay? When I tell you, get the body wave and curl it, because 1, the little extra body wave texture helps it to hold a curl, and 2, when you're not wearing it straight, you can still wear it with a nice little body wave, so you get a little twofer, okay? Don't say I never told you nothing. But in all seriousness, I am obsessed with the way these braids turned out. Definitely go ahead and grab this hair. All of the details I linked down below, as well as all of the products that I used in today's video. It really wasn't much, and it took me about, realistically, if I started from scratch, about 4 hours, because I take a while to part and section my hair. Actually putting the braids in took about 2 hours for me. But let me know if you tried this style, how long it took you, and yeah, girl. This is the back. It came out super long, which I was kind of surprised with. Let me know what you think. I want to try this style again, but with some color. I believe Tierra Monet did them in red, and I loved the way they came out. She did like a multi-dimensional red. I am so inspired. I love her so much. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you would try this hairstyle or if you have tried this hairstyle, because I know some of the girls have been on the straight boho braids. If you're one of those queens, to the front right now, okay? Let me know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, babes.